Hey there everyone, this is Vince Verdict. Today I'm reviewing Deus Ex Mankind Divided. There will be combat, exploration, hacking, reading and trying out different bionic upgrades. But will it all be good enough to be excited about it? Well, let's find out. Mankind Divided is set 2 years after Human Revolution, the previous game. The protagonist, Adam Jensen, is in the middle of the aftermath of the AUG incident, where augmented people across the world were forced to violently attack everyone around them. There's now a great division between augmented and non-augmented people. A lot of hate from both sides and terrorist attacks all over. Jensen is caught in one of those terrorist attacks at the beginning of the game, which sets up the plot. Who was responsible for the attack? Not even 2 hours in there were already plot twists and intrigues. And I have the feeling that the game won't let us down in that regard. I'm 21 hours in now, and while I do believe the pace of the story is a bit too slow for me still, it continues to surprise me. I just hope the story becomes more epic soon. Graphically, I think that Mankind Divided still looks a lot like its predecessor, but the textures have definitely improved and some other graphical features have the game look just a bit better in general. Just don't be too enthusiastic with the graphic settings. Turning on most features or turning them on too high crippled my GTX 980. I wasn't pleased by the performance because I think that the graphics aren't so good as to warrant the horrible FPS drops. But after playing around with the settings, I got a stable 60 plus FPS rate without any noticeable visual loss. I've put 21 hours into this game so far and I felt like I wasn't even ready to review the game yet. There's just too much to show you, too much to do. But I'll give it a go anyway. Combat is still very much similar as the earlier game. When you're near an enemy, you press Q and Jensen knocks them out. Hold Q and Jensen kills them. There's the tranquilizer rifle, which knocks enemies out from a distance, and the stun gun who knocks them out from up close. There's lethal weapons like the basic 10mm pistol, assault rifles, sniper rifles and so forth. All these weapons can be upgraded with lasers, scopes, silencers, etc. Crafting parts allow you to upgrade your favorite weapons even further, decreasing their recoil and reload time and increasing their ammo capacity and so forth. Of course, there's also the augmentation upgrades that help with combat and exploration. Jensen can cloak himself, making him practically invisible, shoot multiple taser darts from his arm to knock out multiple enemies at once, and hack objects remotely. There's more abilities, but you should just find that out for yourself. There's laptops and keypads everywhere. You can't turn your ass without knocking into something that can be hacked. The little hacking game, like the earlier game, is a fun change of pace. Slamming shortcuts on my keyboard in quick succession as I select the correct notes makes me feel like a good little hacker. It's cool. A great little extra are the QR code triangles you can find in the game. Scan these triangles with your Deus Ex Universe app on your mobile phone and you get to see and or hear developer commentary that relates to the area where you found the triangle, either through videos or SoundCloud. Between main quest missions you can explore the city hub of Prague, and I advise you to do that rigorously. First because it's simply great fun to explore the city hub, and secondly because many of the side quests are huge and intertwined with the main plot. I'm telling you, be a completionist. I really enjoy exploring Prague. It's big. There's too much to do. I haven't been advancing in the story for the first 8 hours because of it, and I haven't seen much of the hub yet still. It's quite amazing. The amount of detail in this game is unbelievable. While exploring, I discovered information about important characters not only by reading their emails and stuff like that, but by actually paying attention to detail. This one time I sneaked into this guy's apartment and I found divorce papers on the table and I read about his kids and his husband. It actually explained a lot about that character's behavior, giving the player the upper hand when some decisions have to be made later in the game. All in all, the gameplay is much fun. Sadly though, I just swear by not killing anyone, because my Jensen is a good boy. So I'm afraid I won't be using much of the lethal weapons or augmentations. This is also because, so far, who is the enemy and who isn't is a very grey area, so I'm not comfortable killing anyway. I really hope the devs have thought of this and introduce an obvious evil party at some point, or introduce more drones and other types of robots. Now I wanna wrap this up at some point, but I'm not done yet. Eidos thought that just delivering this game wasn't enough. Another game was necessary to put in there, and so there's Breach. In Breach you are a Ripper, a hacker. And it's your purpose to expose truths about corrupt companies and politicians. You do this by collecting data within artificial environments. The more servers you hack, the closer you get to all kinds of truths. So, what's my overall impression of the game? Well, at first, the bad performance pissed me off. The fact that you can't turn off mouse acceleration either pissed me off even more. My first impressions were bad, but once I got my graphics setup right and the game ran smooth as butter, mouse acceleration didn't bother me anymore either. And when I could finally focus on the gameplay, I fell in love. In this game, I can spend 2 hours just exploring one apartment complex. It's crazy. The amount of detail is staggering and I applaud the level designers for it. I am concerned about my gameplay style, however. I don't want to kill anyone and that takes away a lot of variety in the gameplay. The story is full of plot twists and mystery, and the impression that Jensen is being manipulated one way or another is very interesting to witness. Apart from the main game, you can play the other more arcadey game, Breach, if you feel like you need a change of pace. Deus Ex Mankind Divided is a bionic marvel, the perfect sequel to Human Revolution. If you're a fan of Deus Ex, this game is everything you want and everything you need and everything inside of a game that you wish a game to be. If you want a good bang for your buck, don't think twice and get your hands on this game. If you liked Human Revolution, that's a dead giveaway. If you're more of a Doom player or even Call of Duty kind of gamer, then the pace of this game will disappoint you and you might want to steer clear of this game. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. This is Vince Verdict, goodbye.
I can't feel my anything.